The stream is live? Is this live? Welcome.
Hey,
Is this live? Can you hear?
why can't I hear you, Steve?
That's not good. I can hear me
What's
because I'm
happening in
talking.
this world?
All right.
No one
Interesting.
can hear any of us, maybe? Hmm.
I can hear
What
you
could it be?
and I can hear me
Let's go.
and you can hear your sounds.
You can hear me, and I can't hear you?
I can hear you perfectly.
Let's turn my thing off for a minute. Here we
Oh, now I can't hear you. You talking? Anyone here? Heard? I'm just going to keep talking. Now I can't hear you. Now I can't hear you. Yeah, now I don't know. No KT now. Yeah, Daniel can hear us both. That's the thing. My green thing says my mic is working. That's why I'm confused. I'm like, no, I can't hear you now. I got no KT. No. No. KT's no. Yeah, see, they can hear me. So good. I'm glad you have all shown up today to watch the 1996 Emmy nomination reveal. KT can't hear
Hey,
any of this.
Steve.
Oh no, he can hear me now. Crap. He didn't. I thought we were gonna get away with one here. All right. Damn it.
Things changed. How you
Can you
doing,
hear me
man?
now? Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine. It's your show. Take it over.
Oh no. I was like, I thought we were gonna talk Twister. Is this about Dodge trucks? What is this? What are we
Oh,
doing?
dude, we can do a lot of Twister if you want to today. I'm in. Getting good reviews. I'm seeing without diving in too much.
I have seen the same. The best cinematic experience since Top Gun Maverick. I've read.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means to you.
Probably not much because, but people did seem to like that one, right?
Got nominated for an Oscar. Tom Cruise saved the movies.
He saved the entire industry, yet they're still having problems. It's like, how good did he save it?
I mean, you say they're having problems, but we've had at least 3 provocative popcorn buckets this year alone. You can stick stuff into the buckets now.
That's
Couldn't do
true.
that years ago.
I like that Deadpool ramped it up after the Dune one. They're like, we will be sick. That's what we do.
I don't want to get close to Christmas time and see what happens. Like, here, stick it in Santa's chimney. Like, oh, God.
That's one of my favorite Platforms Giant songs, too. It's the Christmas one.
It's just such a fun time of year. It's so festive. Look at
Look
all
at
these comments.
these people here. How about this? A good, healthy number of people hanging out with us. Oh yeah, it's the Emmy spectacular.
That's right. I
It's the
dressed up.
2024 Emmy nominations because no one cares about TV show awards more than the common man. That's
Yeah.
worked a hard day at work. I'd like to find out a little more about who was nominated for these pretentious awards.
Especially in 2024, when it's all definitely going out through mainstream broadcast television to a wide audience who watches these every week as they air.
There's no doubt. That's the unity that they've all been talking about. It's TV. That's what the unity is. Now, I think they're doing the Emmys again on a Sunday night.
Makes sense.
Stop doing it on the first, I think it's the first or second Sunday night of the NFL season.
Oh, really? That's
Um,
true. Emmy 2024 date.
NFL week 2, I'm saying. Yeah. So they're going to put the Emmys on while the world is getting locked in and ready for the Bears and the Texans on Sunday night, Come on. Know your audience.
Yeah, I think that is a mistake. Where should they put it? When's the best dead time of the year when we want award shows because they bundle them all up together, right? They kind of all
Yeah.
come in the like cold season, right? You
Yeah.
get the like February Grammys, I think maybe.
Yeah. The Emmys are usually September,
That's right.
but the Grammys usually February. Yeah. The COVID jacked some of that stuff up a little bit. But the answer is in the fall. If you do care about people watching, don't go up against the behemoth, the one thing that people watch live. NFL or college football. So Tuesday or Wednesday night is the answer.
What?
And
Nobody's gonna watch that crap.
they'd watch it more than they would on Sunday night when the Bears and Texans are on because people care.
You're right. Well, I that's the thing. I would probably watch Bears Texans over most Emmy ceremonies if there weren't, family involved. But Emmys are a tough watch sometimes. They're fun, but they're a tough watch sometimes.
We have 3 developing stories in this live stream before we get to the awards.
Do
No
you have
honey in an
COVID?
evening, and I don't have COVID.
Shit, KT. I don't have honey in an evening gown right now. I'm sorry.
Daniel, thank you. You are a god among men and women. July 2nd would be a good time to do the Emmys. I agree. But here's another one.
That's at midsummer. Go ahead.
We have a live situation here. Howdy, guys. I've got a guy from Fox Sports sitting at my bar right now. Anything y'all want to know? I would like to know who is the guy from Fox Sports. And also, prove it.
How many women did you see Bill O'Reilly grab?
Oh, at Fox Sports, not Fox.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read
I
that.
mean-
I'm sorry. I thought he just traveled around.
Hey,
Which one's Fox Sports? Is that Cowherd? Where's Fox Sports?
Fox Sports 1?
FS1? Is it his Fox Sports FS1?
I
Is
don't
that
know
them?
anymore.
I don't know. I got lost in like 2004.
Okay, but Fox was here for the All-Star game.
True.
Tito will get there and find out the details. What's your bar and where's it located? We're going to find out who this Fox Sports guy is. Is it Joe Davis?
Fox Sports guys. Let me just look it up.
Let me
I'm
tell
sure
you.
we'll get to the bottom of it.
Joe Davis looks like a guy who was, in my opinion, and I'll share him on the screen. He
Yes,
looks
I'm
like
looking him up.
a guy who was
Oh, he's a fancy boy.
transferring alcohol in the Prohibition era.
He definitely went to a dance with his mom.
I'm
I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Poor guy. Is he at the bar? If he's at the bar, he could pop. His name's Ty. He's in town for the All-Star game. He said he was speaking with Angie Swint this morning. Okay. No, that's legit.
Fox Sports Ty.
'Cause
Ty Perdido? Is he big on soccer news and rumors? Oh, no, that's just a random forward. Sorry.
Let's get a last name because I can tell you Angie works for the Rangers, and Angie's awesome. So if he's in town for the All-Star game and he was speaking with Angie this morning, there's a better than zero chance that he knows Jared Sandler. And that's full circle.
Wait a minute. Who's Ty Herbstreit? Is it
Uh,
Ty Herbstreit?
is it Kirk Herbstreit's son?
Are you hanging with Kirk's son?
Herbie.
Herbie. I can't
Either
find
way.
anybody good.
Let's go.
Actually, there's a Ty Maxwell who's a truck statistician at Fox Sports. I'm going to follow him on LinkedIn.
Today, just before noon, Steve, they went ahead and said, we're ready to honor the best. All right. There's a whole group of people, the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. I was like, yeah, I'll pay a lot of money to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they went in there and they did their votes. And we can now show you in public who was nominated. This is always tense. So everyone, don't get butthurt tonight as we go over these very important awards. Steve, best comedy, outstanding comedy series. Uh-oh.
Oh, this looks good.
Hey, when that
I love
happens.
these graphics. It's looking solid.
It's pretty good, isn't it? I was trying to do it like to where it wouldn't
Look at
show.
that zoom pinch, baby. Yeah. I think that looks
Yeah.
good. You're good. I think that's good.
We'll get to those in a minute. Abbott Elementary, The Bear,
Mhm.
Herb, Hacks, How many of these have you seen?
All right.
Like an
I'm going to be
episode of?
100% honest in this poll. So this is based on the 2024-2023 season. I have watched 0 of those.
Okay.
I saw absolutely none of those seasons this year. I've
Hmm.
seen those shows at previous times. I did not watch any during this calendar year.
So my belief is the time period here, if I have it right, June 1st, 2023
Mm-hmm.
through essentially June 1st, 2024. So really 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was on a lot of drugs during that period, so no
It
telling. Could have
was a
watched
weird
them.
time for all of us.
Exactly, no telling. Weird time. I had 2 jobs.
Face is back on there. There we go.
But you've watched The Bear, right? Do you think this is category fraud? I think that's the big talking point today.
It's
Is The Bear a comedy, and does it deserve to have more nominations than 30 Rock, the most jokey comedy of all time? Just jokes on jokes on jokes on jokes.
it's absolutely category fraud. The Bear is funny at times, but it is not a comedy. It is definitely a drama. You know, the rest I think do qualify pretty easily. I don't have any problems with that. As I've seen the first 7 episodes of season 1 of Abbott Elementary, and can tell you it's like, there's a Parks and Rec, The Office style of show.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. The Bear's wonderful. Curb, of course. Hacks on HBO. You know anything about Hacks?
Yes, I did watch the first season. I think they're on. Is this 3 or 4 now? They're up there a
Yeah.
little bit now, but I have not kept up. It's a good show. I like Gene
Yeah.
Smart a lot.
It falls under like, not love.
Correct. Like I don't go back to it.
Still haven't seen an episode of Only Murders in the Building.
It looks like a show that doesn't need to exist. If that makes any and I feel like it looks like a show that's made up inside another TV show, where I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like I know that that's there, but I don't think it needs to be there. Like I'm familiar with all of those people. I don't need to see them anymore.
I watched the first episode of Palm Royale and quit in the middle of it.
And
This
is that about feeding the geese?
This is not about feeding the geese, although it should have been. Kristen Wiig tries
Oh.
to sneak her way into a fancy country club. And, we don't need a show from the 50s. I don't know. I heard
Right.
Reservation Dogs is great. Just never got to it.
I have heard some good things.
And how much of What We Do in the Shadows have you?
None. I know what
You'd
it
love
is.
it.
I've never sat down and watched it.
You would love it.
I do need to give it a go.
It's genius.
Now,
Although-
can I take a look at Robert Weir's latest comment here
Mhm.
about how it used to be shows from ABC, NBC, and CBS? What happened? So, in honor of
Yeah.
Twister, I do have the 1996 Emmy categories for Outstanding Comedy Series. If you'd like me to quickly read those,
Yeah, please.
there's Friends, Mad About You, Seinfeld, The Larry Sanders Show, and Frasier.
Okay.
That's a solid 5.
A
What are
book
we up
here.
to now? Why are there 8 people now? Oh, Top of the Rock. Look
I
at that.
I haven't read this,
Oh, you love the Rock.
but do you see?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
There's all your people.
that's them. Look at all those white guys.
I'm gonna get to this one day.
Look at them all. I saw there was the ER doctor. I think I saw Eric LaSalle in there. He was doing good.
I want to get to Daniel real quick. He's staying on top of things here.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't know that Skip got fired from FS1. I just knew that he wasn't there, but I do such a good job of just not realizing that he exists.
I thought he left on his own accord, but again, I didn't research anything. I just saw a headline and kind of scrolled by
I
it.
think he left in his own accord.
His own Honda Accord 2014.
Probably, yeah. He hasn't even.
He's like, you know what? I don't want to spend any more money on this. So, what was the Copa thing? Were there big fights? Or
Well,
was it
no.
like a...
So the Copa final was delayed by an hour and 22 minutes because fans, I think it was at the Miami Stadium, I think. Fans stormed the gate
Oh,
and started
that's a
getting in, and they were going through tunnels,
yes.
and this
Sorry.
happened at the okay, bringing it back to golf, I know, but it
Oh, it's
happened at the
fine.
Waste Management Open, the golf tournament,
Hmm.
um, earlier in the year, and they didn't really do anything about it. Now here they did, and they delayed the game, but there are people who bought tickets and definitely didn't get to their ticket because I mean, dude, they trashed the place. It was nuts.
I
Let's see if
think
I
I
can find
did
that.
see some follow up footage of them having trashed the place, but in principle, I don't particularly have an issue with let's just rush them. What are they going to do? There's way more of us than there are of them. And I know that's not a good thing to say, but if I was in the mob, I'd be like, let's go for it. We got to get in and see this game. This is a big game. We got to do it, guys.
It's the Copa final.
It's the Copa Finals, so I kind of get it.
It's kind of you can see all these people just kind of rushing through there. I don't have
Okay, I did not see this footage. I think I saw some aftermath. But yeah, that's how you do it. You're just like, all right, everybody on three, go. What are they
man.
going to do?
I mean, if you think about it, how does this not happen more often? Honestly,
Right. Uh, exactly. There
uh,
you go. What are they going to do? Tase us all? So they shut the game down, huh? Then did that like make some of the soccer players sore?
uh,
Pele sore?
yeah, it ended up hurting Messi's ankle. Oh, look at that guy climbing right there. This guy's running for it. Oh,
Badass.
I love a good running for it.
Oh yes.
God, look at all this action.
So
Yeah,
like,
we were going to talk about this on the show on Monday, and we just,
how did they know that you're like in there illegally though? What if your phone just died? You're like, no, I swear my ticket's on my
yeah,
phone.
it's
What
there.
are
What are you talking about?
you talking about?
You don't
It's on
believe me?
SeatGeek.
Uh, so there's a lot going on. Well, we were an inch away from. I mean, I still think 9/11 is probably
Let's do this.
of the last 100 years. Of the last 100 years, the biggest, and it's never going to be something good. The biggest events in our country's history. It's probably 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably JFK getting his head blown off, and it
Mm.
was an inch away from that being that. I mean, that would have been, and I fear that it would have been a catastrophic couple days following that too.
It's
By
it's
an
hard to
inch.
imagine because I did not live through 1963. It's hard to imagine where the country's head would have gone because everyone's just so distrustful of our own government now. Because I know they were in the 60s when Kennedy was assassinated for sure, but I
Yeah.
think that was more like, hey, this might be a foreign power or this might be the mafia was the first initial thought from people. Hey, Soviets took out our president or something like that. This one, if it had happened, and even if it didn't happen, I'll go down there, or I'll go down this road. The narrative seems to be that it was inside job planted, and that was the same kind of thing that occurred in the 9/11 stuff, where it's
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
weird that it goes that route so quickly afterwards, even
Yeah.
when that one was directly foreign related and more just ineptitude at the. And I think that's what this one ultimately is. It's probably like 10 different layers of failures that led to this guy almost getting his head blown off. Like, it was probably just so many little failures.
How crazy would it be?
Oh.
And I do not want this to happen, but we've thought about it, right? Because it's in the last 4 hours we found out that Biden has COVID. Like, if we went from that and then Biden gets got by COVID at 81,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
what a
the,
wild turn of events.
the irony would be
It's
outstanding.
insane
I mean, not outstanding is the wrong word there. The irony would be ridiculous that
and
a
creepy a
man,
little bit.
someone's attempted killing goes awry a week before, and then an unintentional, just natural cause, essentially death due to disease, which is essentially a natural cause for an 81-year-old, or however
Yeah.
old the guy is, like 95,
I
however
mean,
f old he is.
COVID, a head cold, whatever, 81, you get sick. It's a 50-50 proposition to me
Yes.
at 81.
Yes, if anyone in their 80s gets sick with anything, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if they're going to
Uh-oh.
make it, man. They're
Uh-oh.
done.
All right, Steve, let's get to the dramas.
Let's do it. I love drama.
I think we all know the Bears going to win that.
Is the OC on the drama list
It's
this year?
not, but I did just
Ah,
finish my rewatch of season 3.
Oh, you made it through season 3?
Yeah, kind of
What a
forgot how
beast.
that ended.
That's Kevin Sorbo, right? Is Sorbo in 3 or is he not there till 4?
Spoiler alert, my dude.
I
We
know he's a
started
terrible human.
episode 1 of season 4.
Yeah.
You see Chris Pratt come in.
Oh, yeah. I'm aware of Chris Pratt.
After about 20 minutes, we turned it off.
That's fine. It's not a good series.
We weren't ready. You know what? It's not.
I
That's what
just,
sucks after all these years is you find out it was not that good.
it had like 8 good episodes at the front, and then we all were just like, is it gonna do anything again?
Yeah.
But then they were just all in Maxim all the time to where you're
Yeah.
like, it has to be good, right? And for 2 years, we all just watched it because I think all the internet porn wasn't as readily available. I think it was there actually,
Yeah.
but they just did it in a mainstream Maxim way. All right, drama.
That is the OC is drama. Let's see here. The Crown. Fallout. Amazon Prime. That's the one where Walton Goggins doesn't have a nose. And it's
Yeah.
based on a video game, but did not watch. So 0-0. The Gilded Age. I did not watch.
The
And
Crown
don't
is a
know what it
pregnancy
is.
show. The Gilded Age. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
The morning show on Apple, I watched, but I thought the season was terrible.
Oh, okay. This is the ham bone nude scene
Yep.
season. Yeah, that's all about all I know about this season.
Yep. John Hamm and Jennifer Aniston make love. It's pretty graphic.
She was just like laying on top of him, right? Like boobs on back.
Yeah, it's a lot of boobs on back action.
That's what I feel
And
like.
I was like,
how do
I'm
you
not
work that out?
understanding who's getting the pleasure out of this though, because he's just face down on his back, and she's kind of giving him a neuro massage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You'd have to like. I don't know if you have to request that. I don't know that my old lady's ever just gonna like jump up on my back like that. Might have to make that special request. You saw
He
me
was-
laying face down. I don't think she'd just go for it.
He was the Elon Musk type character,
Oh,
so maybe he
Oh.
liked it weird.
let me
He's
ask:
trying-
was John Hamm trying to be funny in the show?
No,
No, he wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
no, he wasn't trying to make bad jokes.
Okay, yeah, the few people I know that have worked with him on commercials and stuff, and I mean, no, it's like my sister and a few of her friends. So, like, that guy thinks he's the funniest guy on earth, and you just have to courtesy laugh him all the time because he tells a lot of bad jokes most of the time.
And he's John Hamm.
He's John Hamm.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
but
You're
you're
gonna not laugh at the guy's bad jokes?
Exactly. What are you going to do? He's John effing Hamm. It's in Mad Men.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Steve, it's very good.
I watched it on a Sunday, and I remember not a lot, but it made that Sunday go by really well. Like I couldn't tell you which episode of the 6 or 8 was my favorite, but it felt like a long movie. It was a good Sunday.
Better than the movie. Shogun. I
It's
quit
what-
Shogun.
Really?
Yeah, I think Danny liked it.
I've watched
quit.
Showgirls.
Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley. No,
fan of that
no,
one.
no, no. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's Berkeley, yeah, not Perkins.
I was getting
get
Showgirls and
confused.
Striptease mixed up for a minute.
Striptease Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Same summer as Independence Day because I definitely bought a ticket to Independence Day and then walked into Striptease.
Well, also the same summer as Twister.
Damn right.
Uh,
96, what a year.
Slow Horses, I've heard is good,
I've never heard of that.
and it's on multiple seasons. It's Gary Oldman in the role of a lifetime, and I've
Oh.
heard it's good. And then Three Body Problem, I don't know what that is. So there's your dramas. I've seen
Hmm.
2.5 of these, I guess.
I've seen Three Ninjas.
Although our guy Andrew says that Fallout is great, even if you haven't played the video games. So
I watched some friends play the video games back in the day when I was just, scoring herb off them. And I'm like, what is this video game you're playing? And it was Fallout, but I've never played any of it.
well, I'll tell you what, Walt Goggins, count me in. So I might watch that.
Good Gog.
Good God, Steve, outstanding limited or anthology series, right?
Ooh, all right.
Baby Reindeer.
I heard a lot about it. I didn't watch it. It's the like fake stalker lady girl who got
Nope.
sued by Netflix or something.
Danny liked it again. Danny watches way more TV than I do, but I know that he liked it. I do know I read that there was um, an assault scene,
Oh my
you
god.
know, and I don't know. I just don't want to watch that.
Nothing's fun for
Fargo.
all that. Fargo.
Okay, Tito's got a good point. How did the Righteous Gemstones miss out on this? Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers season 3 of Righteous Gemstones is outstanding.
Is that
Maybe-
active still? I know you love that show. Is that active during this period?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah. I mean, I get why it didn't crack the list, and they had like more of a horror film vibe for season 3, but for some of it,
Huh.
but it's still comedy and funny. Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers, Sturgill Simpson as a Nazi. That show is wonderful.
I need to watch that one. That's one I've heard very good things about, and that is up my alley. I love a
It's good.
giant ensemble cast. Like it's hard for me to hang with one actor. I need a big ensemble. I feel like.
It gets better too.
Okay.
You know, that's the thing I can say. It gets better.
I
Fargo
love-
season 5 was wonderful, and for my money, without seeing Baby Reindeer, should be your winner.
Is this the Chris Rock season? I'm sorry.
No,
Which
this is the John Hamm season.
what? God
Hard
damn it,
Man for Hard Times.
John, goddamn. All
And
right.
you know who's really good in this is Juno Temple. She was in Ted Lasso,
Juno
but
Skinner.
Steve from Stranger Things, also
Okay.
from the band Joe, DJO.
Steve
Yeah.
from Stranger Things. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that guy with the hair. The hair.
with the
guy.
hair.
I know Hair Man. Yeah, he
And
looks
he's-
kind of like Johnny Bravo. Oh, hey, mama. Oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
Lessons in Chemistry. I want to say
I
that
failed
was who was the actress?
Kirsten Dunst.
No, brunette.
Laura Linney. Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
No, more in the in the world of
Jennifer Connelly.
not what's there, not Allison Brie Larson, kind of in that realm.
Okay.
Can you look it up? I don't want to leave my screen.
Yes,
Can,
no, I
can
got
you
you,
see
yes.
Lessons in Chemistry? If I'm right, is it Brie Larson or in that realm?
Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look here. Who we got here? Oh, let's take a look at our cast. Oh man. Apparently it's a bunch of things. Hold on, let me get to my cast here. Brie Larson, that's right, that's her name. Brie
Touchdown Rams.
Larson, Touchdown Rams. Lewis Pullman, is that Bill Pullman's kid?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fucking nepos.
He don't deserve a chance.
My ass. He's the second lead. Lewis Pullman. He looks like he doesn't deserve to be in a Gap ad. No offense to Lewis Pullman.
Ripley, Netflix.
All I heard was that it made people just want to go back and watch the actual Talented Mr. Ripley, which is a fabulous film. And Skin had never watched it when I worked with him.
And then he
And then he
started
goes through
talking
a
about it all
fucking
the time.
phase. Except
Yeah.
then he goes through a phase where he just talks about it all the time.
Drove me nuts. I'm seeing a lot of good Fargo talk in the comments, and I just want to say
Good.
Fargo's so good. Fargo season 1, Billy Bob Thornton. New Story season 2, Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons and more. Season 3 is the weaker one with Ewan McGregor, but still good. Season 4 is the Chris Rock one. Wonderful. Season 5. I mean, 4 out of 5 seasons are just excellent. And that
Remember
third season ain't
McGregor?
bad. Sorry.
Remember the McGregor Sports Company?
Yeah, the
Make-
baseball bats and
Yeah,
gloves.
make golf clubs.
Yeah,
and stuff.
golf clubs,
I forgot
yeah.
about that until you said you and McGregor. I was like, man, I think I had a McGregor golf set at one
Yeah.
time.
It was a terrible set of clubs.
Terrible, awful wedge. I think I just had the wedge.
True Detective Night Country sneaks in there.
That's still going on. How many True Detectives are there, and why?
Yeah, that was Jodie Foster, and it wasn't very good, sir.
I'm really interested in the game show category. I hope we're going to do that.
We're gonna get there. Oh yeah.
Okay, I was like, because something was left off. KT.
Didn't watch any of these. I don't do reality shows. So
I've done the Amazing Race before. I did not do it this last year. I mainly do it when I want to travel but not get on an airplane. and watch people get frustrated at their spouse. All the other ones I have not watched in a long time. Used to watch Top Chef.
Scripted variety series. Well, well, well. Two of the best shows on the planet.
Yeah.
Your sister
She got another nod. That's right.
up again for Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
You know, I I think we can cool it at 3 Emmys for her. I think, dunking on me is getting a little bit. I think the family balance is getting out of whack. We can just cool it. I need SNL to have a strong showing this year.
Chrissy's up there in New York. She gets nominated for all these awards. And Steve, he's still in town. I'm just
That's
I don't really
exactly it.
know.
No, yeah, exactly. She moved back to Austin. She lives there, and then I think she's going to LA next. Because they don't even have to be in New York hardly anymore, even to work
Wow.
on the show. Yeah, if you got hired at that time, yeah, I guess you can keep it and be remote.
Good.
So it's legit.
Well, congrats to her on another nomination.
I
and
know.
best
I
of
hope
luck
they win.
against
They
the
moved him
behemoth.
out of the category because that was the whole thing last year. Last year was the first year they weren't in
Yeah.
the category against Colbert and all the other cats. And they're like, all right, you do a show once a week. We can't compare you to Seth Meyers. Like, come
Yeah.
on. So now it's just them and SNL. So
Which is
see.
great. And so this reminds me of being like 4 years old, playing in a little golf tournament, and there was 3 of us. It was like, I got a chance to win, and I'm going to get a medal
50-50.
either way.
Yeah, 50-50, and we all get to go.
Outstanding talk series, Daily Show, Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert. Interesting that Jimmy Fallon is left out again.
Screw that dude, man. Nobody likes Fallon. Everybody thinks he's a giant waste of space on comedy late night. I'm sure there's 10 other people that deserve that job at this point. I'm glad The Daily Show brought Stewart back. I haven't watched it since the first episode back, so I don't know how well it's working for them, but I'm glad he's at least back doing it once a week.
I have watched all of his. I
Yeah.
don't really watch it every day, but when he's on, I watch it just for
Yeah.
nostalgia. Good. I mean, he spent the first 2 weeks just drilling Biden for being old.
Yes.
So
Yeah, the first week blew me away where I was like, thank God. Again, because I don't follow anything, as you can tell by me not watching anything. So, yeah, I loved hearing Stewart back on.
Jimmy flailing.
I don't think anybody likes him. That's the,
Ah.
I think he's about to get James Cordened in the next few years where, like, people are just going to kind of turn on him and be like, I didn't really ever even like that guy.
I thought I had to like you.
Yeah, exactly. He's still Lorne's guy, I guess, though, so that'll go a long way.
I think he does need to drop an album too, if we're being real.
My reach is not near as wide as HBO's. They've got a prestige brand. I'll do what I can. I more deal in slop and garbage. I don't deal in prestige. I don't know if you've seen my work.
Outstanding variety special. Usher, halftime show, the Grammys, the roast.
That just reminded me, I never sat down and watched that roast. I heard you cover it a bunch, so I heard a lot of the jokes, but I never sat down and watched it.
The roast was pretty good, and
yeah,
to get it all done in 3 hours. I mean, they kind of tried to tell them all, hey, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, but they had a couple of wrinkles in there that were good, and
I mean, old school roasters on there because was Jeff Ross the roast master? Like who?
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was the host of the night.
Gotcha.
And he was good. He would kind of come back up and did a good job of being live and handling it.
So were there low-level comedian, not low-level, but I mean like the Jeselniks and stuff like that. Were those kind of roasters there, or was it mainly high-profile cats?
So you had your former athletes and like really good friends of Tom Brady, and then you had Nikki Glazer, Jeff Ross,
right,
Andrew Schultz, who up and coming guy, kind of
okay,
a little bit. The guy who kind of stole the show, or one of the people that stole the show, was Tony Hinchcliffe.
Okay, I did see that name a bunch.
Tony podcast, and he came up from the crowd and did a set, and it was monstrous.
I need to go back and watch it.
It was good, dude. Now, the problem is if you're going in the second half of the show.
Yeah, right. All the
You're,
punchlines have basically all the ground has been tread
yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. Doesn't mean you're going to hit the same punch, but you're going to cover the same ground.
You know, Usher, they did get on roller skates in that in that halftime show. So we need to, you know,
I didn't watch the Tonys.
you didn't get to the Tonys, huh?
I didn't watch it. I did watch the Oscars and the Grammys. Usher was good. I thought Rihanna was so much better, though. That's
Yeah.
what's tough. It's like Rihanna just kind of kicked ass the year before, so Usher I kind of forget. But he
I
was
don't
good.
remember a thing about the Oscars or the Grammys.
No,
I never do. Never do.
you got to slap somebody to make me remember the Oscars now.
Outstanding lead actor in a comedy series.
All right.
All right. Matt Berry, What We Do in the Shadows, Laszlo. He is so good
I know
and
the
so
actor.
talented and looks just like Bobby Belt.
Yeah, I've seen the guy on Twitter. I saw him post today when he got nominated, so I know the actor.
He's wonderful. Larry David, of course.
He's just yes, he's playing himself.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Stephen Martin and Martin Short.
Disqualify
shot.
these two. Disqualify them.
Not a shot, but are they grandfathered in?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like these are just like legacy kind of makeup awards. Like
What are we
I
doing?
refuse to like, and I've Only Murders in the Building is a show about them doing a podcast. I'm not mistaken. So like,
Yeah.
it seems like it would be tailor made for me, and I have no interest in watching that series. So I don't know why they put him in there.
Jeremy Allen White was, wonderful as Carmy on The Bear. I got no. I mean, if he's in the category,
yeah, you got to do it.
He ain't done a funny thing on that show ever, but
No.
it's what we are. Best comedy actor. It's weird. It's weird. DeFaro Woon Tai. He is also, though, controversially, Bear Smallhill.
Who's your favorite bear? Gentle Ben? Bear Grylls?
No.
There was that bear
Smokey.
in Back to the Future. Smokey? Oh, Smokey is jacked, especially on the parade float, dude. Man, that parade float is so sexy. I'm going to have to go take care of myself after this, thinking about Smokey.
I got some Smokey the Bear stuff. Hold on.
Also, Tracy DeRose said, that is not John Goodman looking over my shoulder here. That's the guy who said, that thing got a Hemi. It's my dumb play on Emmy. So, yeah, does that thing got an Emmy? Is basically the joke I'm going for back there. Oh, snap. Is this a Garth Brooks greatest hits? What's about to come up here? Oh, yes. Look at that smoke show. Man, I would go knees to the sky for that guy. Look at that.
I just realized I got some more. I'll send you one of these.
Pure sex right there from that bear in that hat.
Packet.
Speaking of which, did you see the Derby Desperado?
Yes. Pretty good, right?
I was like, I love the FBI's name. Is that a Derby? Derby's such an old school name for a hat. I was like, I don't know, guys. I was like, I think we might have to come up with a better name.
Reach.
I was like, Derby. I was like, I'm like the Sun Hat Snatcher. I'm like something. I'm like, I don't know. Let's workshop the Derby Desperado.
Next time we have a game night, I have a lot of Smokey the Bear stickers to give away.
Oh, snap. What about the Chicago Cubs bear that was showing his dong?
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good bear.
That's a good one for sure. You know what? Winnie.
Oh, Winnie, solid bear, no pants, refuses to wear them. Paddington. Man, people love that Paddington movie. I need to watch it. Have you watched the first Paddington?
No.
Me either. People say it's the greatest film on earth.
It's a joke, right?
I don't know. Like, legitimate people I respect are like, that's legitimately one of the greatest films I've ever seen. I'm like, Paddington, the movie? The movie Paddington?
It's a dumb-looking bear.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll give it a watch, I guess. I'm like,
Let's
okay.
get Rotten Tomatoes numbers on this. Yeah. I do think it's almost like what do they call those when they do something with the stocks? What do they call them? A small stock. What do they call it?
Penny stocks?
Penny stock,
Holy
pump
shit!
stocks.
Paddington 2 is rated 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
for
it's not
Paddington
Paddington. It's
2.
Paddington 2, right?
Paddington 1 is 97%. Like, this is absurd.
Come on, man.
Like, and I've never seen one, and everyone, as a legitimate people I respect, are like, that's one of the most well-crafted films I've ever seen. You're like, what? Paddington?
Why is Paddington in Peru coming out in a few months?
I know, there's another one. He's going to Peru
Is
to
this
hang out with
Oasis
Nazis.
documentary? What's happening with that? Did it get re-released or what's happening?
Oasis, there's always like 4 different documentaries about them. Which one you looking at? There's a 2016 one.
Supersonic.
I think that's 2016.
But it's in theaters like all over the place this week.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
All right.
Oh.
Maybe I'll go check it out. A24 and IMAX presents Oasis Supersonic. Okay, so A24, yeah, revealing look at the meteoric rise of. Yeah, I think that's an older documentary that's already been there. A one-time screening. Okay. Shit, maybe I'll go see it. Sorry for cursing. I mean, goddamn it, we know this class is stupid. I'm sorry.
When's the next family game night?
FGN.
Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get that far. I don't know what today is.
How is it only Wednesday?
Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, let's keep it going here.
The Inside Out Dad is hot. Inside Out 2, solid movie.
Okay, we saw the first one. We didn't get to the second one yet. Everyone's saying it's good though. People are saying it's great.
Yeah, she goes on. She becomes a woman.
Oh,
I'll say that. It's a whole thing. That girl starts going through puberty at camp, and it's a whole thing. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no,
it's not fun.
She's wonderful. Quinta Brunson.
Yes.
Io Edibire is great in The Bear. I don't know about Selena.
She's still thirsty, as far as I know.
Never got to Loot on Apple, but Maya
I
Rudolph's
didn't even know
talented.
that was there's like 8 Apple shows a month probably that I never hear about. No offense to Apple, I'm sure people love them. I don't know where their marketing goes. I don't know.
Towards Severance.
That's the thing. Like, are those on here? Or, sorry, Severance and Succession, or did those all end prior to this window here? Gotcha.
Succession ended. Severance, I think, had that little gap in the year. Steve, did you get to the Nickelback documentary on Netflix?
No.
I didn't love it. I thought it was I was looking for a little more. I wanted it to get a little deeper and a little more dark about their the way they were dealing with the combination of fame and being a huge punchline. And they talk about it.
Do they?
But it never got as deep, and it ended up being a little more hokey for me.
See, that's what's tough, is that I have no problem with Nickelback. Like, because I was making music when Nickelback was making music. And honestly, a lot of the genres I was playing in were relatively similar, where it's like, hey, I'm just trying to get on the GD radio at the end of the day a lot of the time. So I had no problem with what Nickelback was doing. Watching a documentary about them, is it a lot of studio stuff or is it live stuff? Like, what's it about? Like, is it the formation of the band or how they tour?
Kind of all of it.
Kind of all of it? Okay, so it's the story of the band. Because, they're just normal dudes who probably just went in the studio and then you just work an album. You go on tour and you work the record. And if the record sells well, you're doing fine. They seem like just normal band guys,
That first song of theirs was the most, I think it was the most played song on the radio in the
It blew
2000s.
my mind. How you remind me, legit, I was probably 15 or 16, and even being somewhat cynical at that age, that song blew my mind, where I was like, that's how you do it. Yeah. No.
Yeah. A little bit of everything. It's really good.
It's fucking good.
I never get to Hijack.
These aren't real shows, right? Like Loot and Hijack?
Donald Glover.
Apple's releasing shows that aren't shows.
Walton Goggins, everyone's saying great as the Ghoul. We're saying Gary Oldman, I told you.
Slow Horses, yeah.
People talking big about this. Hiroyuki Sanada from Shogun.
I'll watch Shogun. I'll do that one.
It's the guy from the Wire.
Oh, okay.
It's Prince Charles.
The
And
Crown
then
is on multiple seasons now. Yeah, they're like 4 or 5 in.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Jennifer Aniston,
All right.
Carrie Coon,
Yeah.
Maya Erskine.
Bertha.
Maya Erskine is so good. Have, yeah, I don't want to. Anna Sawa, Imelda.
I gotta watch Shogun. Yeah.
Oh, well, do you? I mean, I don't know if you do. Reese Witherspoon.
I'll be honest. My wife pretty much only watches like Korean soap operas. I think. So again, my wife and I are on opposite schedules. So like she works nights, I work days. So I'll just like wake up and there's like Korean programming on in my house at all times. So I think I probably should watch Shogun. And then every now and then on Sunday I'll watch one of these Korean soap operas and be very confused. But that probably means I need to watch Shogun.
Goggins and the Shield was great. Also, Vice Principals. Everyone go get some of that. And Major League 3 Back to the Minors as he plays the role of Brian Downtown Anderson.
What? You watched part 3 Back to the Minors? I envy you.
I grew
I
up with
stopped
it.
at 2. I stopped at.
Dude, Scott Bakula
Oh
and
man,
Walt
really?
Goggins is Brian Downtown. Yeah.
Was the manager that like did anybody carry over? Because I think the catcher was still in the third one, right?
You're going to get a
Rube, the guy
couple.
who couldn't, how like had to read Playboys or
Yeah, Rube
something like
Baker.
that.
Yeah.
He was in the third one, I think.
You're going to get a couple cameos and small parts for a couple leftover guys. Pedro Serrano's in it.
Oh my gosh, they got Haysbert. Did they get the old manager?
Uh,
Talks like he eats glass and rust every morning.
I don't think so. That guy's pretty awesome, though.
I chug a glass of rust every morning to make sure I talk like this, Rick.
He's having a heart attack in the hospital in the second one.
Ah!
Outstanding lead actor in a limited series. Let's go ahead and give it to John Hamm. We don't have to worry about anything else here. We're good.
Who the hell's
Stan
Tom
Gunn.
Hollander? There's a Tom Holland and a Tom Hollander?
Well, yeah, he's just like Tom Holland, but he's like a little more Tom Holland.
Ugh. What a rip. We don't need more Tom Holland.
I'm going to say, based on the fact that I've seen it, give it to Juno because she is an English person who did a Northwestern accent. So, Scotty, give it to Juno, I guess. I didn't see Griselda, What do you want me to do?
No, I didn't see Griselda.
These
Naomi
people
Watts is still acting?
support groups here.
Support group.
Marks is great on the Bear. Not a lot of Paul. I don't care. This is Cousin on the Bear, and I think this might be our guy.
Okay.
Because these things work. It's not like you're what you did for the whole series. You submit, an episode, I believe.
Yes.
So he's got one episode where you just turn around on him and you're like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. I don't know, Paul Rudd, the guy who used to be on Modern Family, Bowen Yang, very good.
As various characters.
Yeah, he's probably turning himself in as the iceberg, and the time he was the sun or whatever.
Too good.
Themes.
All right. Let me see the ladies. I did see Carol Burnett listed earlier. I was like, damn, Carol Burnett is still making appearances.
Palm Royale. Tina's fine on the Bear.
Lisa.
Hannah, she's kind of the main character. I guess Gene Smart is the lead, I guess, but weird. Yeah, I don't know much about this one.
There's two main characters named Ava. So we got Ava Daniels and Ava Coleman back to back right there. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Popular name in Hollywood.
Supporting actor in a drama series. This guy, how do you say that, Steve?
Tadanobu Asano.
Yeah. And he was great as who?
That is Kashigi Yaboshige.
Okay. Billy Crudup's a great actor.
Almost Famous and Big Fish are my main two Crudups. What else has he done?
The morning show, I guess.
Is he in the morning show? Well, look at that.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great in Almost Famous, but actually not great at the same time.
Mark Duplass, John Hamm. God, the morning show.
Mark Duplass.
It's the morning show and Shogun. All the extra people is basically all this is. What about for the ladies? Outstanding supporting actress drama series.
Christine Baranski's hilarious. I do like her.
Geddy Lee.
Oh, I love Geddy Lee. Karen Pittman.
I don't know what to say, man. None of this is really ringing too much of a bell.
Leslie Manville. It's like Leslie Mann. See, that's the thing. I think if you take somebody else's name that's close, I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a great play.
I'm going to be Kevin Turnerville.
Robert Downey Jr. I never watched The Sympathizer.
Like, that's not a real show. Okay,
Let's get to some fun
HBO.
stuff. You
Give me
know,
the game shows.
directing, writing,
I
Oh,
agree.
outstanding writing for a variety series. There's your sister again.
Yep, they got a bunch. They get those. Yeah, she's one of them writers. She
Wait.
gets the writer ones.
When did it show with game shows?
Where the hell's the GD game shows, Kevin? There's a massive gap in the game show nominations that I think we need to discuss.
Yeah, it should have been on there, right?
Yes, I saw it earlier. I looked.
Okay.
It should be there
Okay.
because effing Password made it, and I know something else didn't that I know I loved, even though it had a crap ending.
Give me a second here. We're gonna get there.
You want to talk about what I do watch on TV? It's GD game shows. That's what I watch.
As you should, because they're fun to watch.
You done the 1% Club while you're looking for this? Have you done that one on Amazon Prime?
You know what?
It's not great.
Gonna give it a shot, but Rox does not like Patton Oswalt, so
It's fine. He doesn't do he's not a great host overall. I
can
think
see that.
He keeps the show going fine, but the show itself has very little to it. It's basically just question, answer. And it's a lot like those IQ tests they give you where it's not really even knowledge based. It's more like, can you identify patterns based on what we showed you? Or can you interpret what the next thing in the sequence will be? So it's not even a trivia game necessarily, which is good, but Patton does not do a great job.
It looked interesting and different.
It's different in terms of the question format, because there are things where you're like, that makes no logical sense. And then once you see the answer, you're like, okay, fine, it makes logical sense if you go down a particular road, but most humans would not do that.
Ryan Gosling for best guest actor in a comedy series.
Yeah, for SNL, I saw that.
Let's get some action. That was a great episode. We had the Beavis and Butthead sketch.
That thing worked too well. Like, I almost hate how well that sketch worked because it's the same as so many other setups. It just worked so well.
Okay, we're gonna get to this game show thing
because that would be on every best of DVD. If that were 20 years ago, it would be there.
It's not there, Steve.
I'll find it for you. You go to hell.
I mean, nominations. Best game show.
Oh, because I saw it. Because they had best game show and best game show host. They nominated the GD host too.
The host?
Yeah, because I'm like, who hosts Password? I'm like, what the hell are you
talking
about?
It's Keke Palmer, right?
I think so. Hold on, I'll have to
Fallon.
go to it. Jimmy Fallon. All right, I've got it on today.com. I'm going to post this link in the comments here. Today.com, pop culture, Emmy nominations list.
The full list.
Bullsh.
Okay, here we go. I'm about to share.
Outstanding host for a game show. What a piece of no offense. It is Keke Palmer. Good call. Thank you.
Comedy series. Give me game show or give me death.
Control F that bitch.
Outstanding TV movie. Hold on.
Unfrosted's a TV movie?
You know what? It deserves to be. It deserves to not be a real movie. That movie sucked.
I didn't even try. I heard so many people say it was so bad. I didn't even try, man.
And it's like, dude, you're the guy who gets the Pop-Tart. Don't mess it up, Jerry.
Why was it called Unfrosted? You watched it. Did it have anything to do with frosting? Because I heard the frosting had no bearing on the movie at all.
We quit. We quit halfway through.
I think you made the right decision.
Animated program, okay.
Yeah. X-Men 97, I did hear good things about.
I had too, and that might just be people nostalgic of that time and watching that, but people said that's really good.
I know, right? I like that animation style. I don't know why.
Structured reality.
Yeah, Tracy DeRosa. I know. That's what we're getting to. I hope the floor is nominated too.
Drivers,
Structured reality.
Grinders,
Yeah,
Drive-Ins, and Dives is pretty perfect.
I haven't watched much to that, but that's pretty good.
Outstanding game show. Okay, Celebrity Family Feud, fair. Jeopardy, of course. Password. What are these people watching? How is
Where's the effing
not?
floor? The floor revolutionized game shows. Even though the ending sucked, it's what the world needed, KT.
It had a few too many episodes, you know?
I agree. I mean, Jeopardy has an episode a day, and I watch them all because I love it and it's great. But Celebrity Family Feud, come on. Give it to normal Family Feud. If anything, the celebrity versions are crap. I mean, I'll watch them, but they're crap. Wheel of Fortune with Sajak on his last leg? That wasn't as good as the floor.
Host.
Jeff Probst?
Oh, reality. Sorry.
This is reality. Yeah, if you go down one more, you get game show host, I think.
I don't know how Alan got in there with a last name like that. No, I wouldn't have allowed it, to be honest. Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
See, right.
I personally like Kiki Palmer, but I don't know what she does on Password.
Yeah,
Pat Sajak just letting him get in because it's his last year. And Jane Lynch is, she's good on the weakest link. They just, they write too many corny lines, but they write corny lines on, the floor.
That's true. I already forget who hosted the floor. Oh, Rob Lowe. Damn right. How could I forget that?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Rob Lowe deserves a damn nomination. He was a great host.
NFL's #1 fan, Rob Lowe.
Damn right he is. He loves the refs. He loves the league. I forget the commissioner's name already. Goodell? Is that still the guy?
Roger Goodell.
I never know anymore. I haven't followed.
The
Circle on Netflix? Is that a game show?
Tracy says The Circle on Netflix.
Was that a game show or is that like a Limp Bizkit type thing?
Why were they in a circle together doing that? They didn't have to do that.
Nobody forced them to do that. Exactly.
Weird.
Why? Why did I have to learn that when I was a young man? I didn't need to learn what that name meant.
You guys know what Limp Bizkit is.
Didn't need to know.
Yeah, X97 gets a lot of love. You get on that maybe. I am looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not the guy who's seen all the Marvel movies, but I like the 2 Deadpool movies.
Was Jim Carrey in a Deadpool years ago, or was that? No, that's Kick-Ass or something? Okay, sorry, I'm getting confused. I've never seen a Deadpool.
Kick-Ass, yeah.
That's right. I apologize. I've never seen a Deadpool. Deadpool's Ryan Reynolds, yes. All right.
You never saw Deadpool?
Nope. I hear it's gonna make a lot of money. I hear Deadpool's crazy. I hear he's sarcastic and he's cheeky about how he's in a superhero movie.
It's funny, dude.
I hear he's very sarcastic. Great. I haven't watched him.
I bet it's got Paddington level scores.
Oh, snap. Let's check. Let me check the Deadpool scores. I know people liked it. That's it. I have not watched it. 85%. Yeah, exactly. It's still damn solid. 85 is a damn solid.
Audience score of 90.
Yeah, 90% is very, very good for an audience score. I've only heard good things. What is your next remote? I don't do remotes. All right. I'm gonna be flipping my remote around here in a little bit. Play my Nintendo Switch Golf. Kick ass.
I can tell you Choctaw next Friday.
When are you gonna play Fuel by Metallica again?
I thought you with the band Fuel.
No, I haven't heard any Fuel. I haven't heard any Hemorrhage lately. I hear more Bush though, and I like Bush. I'm like, all right. Give me Machine Head. Let's do it.
Oh, my God.
I loved that riff when I was a kid. That's the worst part about listening to the show is actually being like, God dang, I actually do like this song. Damn it. Fine, I'll listen.
I'd rather hate listen to this 3 Days Grace song.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are tougher sometimes. I'm like, what is this? Awake?
Sometimes
it's one of the Shinedown guys, and that always does.
Yeah, I'll get you right.
So when I was like 14, the guitar player in Shinedown, the Zach Myers guy, like he was in the same circle as me, kind of up in Nashville, Memphis, where I was working, and he was just a blues player. And they're like, "Yeah, Zach's gonna go join this band Shinedown." Like 5 years later, and now like 20 years later, I'm like, "Well, god dang, that's like the biggest
That's
band in the world." I was like, "That was probably a good move,
a
Zach."
lot of money.
It's like, solid move, Zach. Good move, but worked out for you.
Steve, thank you for your time tonight.
I'm drunk.
We're on your channel too. Everyone follow
What?
youtube.com/@stripmallsteve
Unfollow me.
and youtube.com/@KTFunTweets too.
Do that one.
Nah, I don't.
Like and subscribe. Buy the merch. Links in bio.
We've learned it's not really going anywhere.
That's hey.
Yeah, at
KT,
the end of
that's
the
what I
Fox,
say to
guys.
myself
It's
in the
Ty
mirror.
Miller.
Ty Miller? Was that him, the statistician that I tried to follow on LinkedIn? Hold on, let me go back. Billy Crudup, no, not Billy Crudup, no, not Paddington, no. I think I must have gone in a different tab. I'm sorry.
Ty Miller, Fox Sports.
LinkedIn Network will be back
I'm
soon.
getting
No, I
Tyler
had Ty
Miller.
Maxwell. Damn, I did not have Ty Miller. Ty Miller, Fox Sports. Let's look it up. Let's dox him.
Okay.
What's doxing?
Boy, I searched Ty Miller and it went to a Louisville High School football player.
Oh, you're on a list now.
Let's clean that off
To catch a predator.
Let's clean that off the history.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
Chris
boy.
Hansen, KT. I saw you looking up a high school student last week.
Why did he like reading the transcript so much?
I don't know, man. And
I'm
then that guy
horny for
got
you.
killed. They killed a guy when they went in on one of those things. Like, I think you were the one who broke that news to me maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah, one guy killed himself.
Yeah, where they're
Yeah.
like, they had to shut down To Catch a Predator because the dude offed himself when they walked in, and he's like, shit, I'm on To Catch a Predator. Like, dang it, man. Like, well, now we have to shut down the whole show. We didn't realize it was going to be bad for people. Yeah, it's going to be bad. So anyway, good job looking up that high school student, KT.
Can you hear these Chris Hansen drops?
I can't hear any Chris Hansen.
I think you can if I show it to you.
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad.
Okay.
Like, some positions and moves. What girl wants to give oral sex when a man isn't shaved?
I'm sorry.
What soundboards are you accessing, KT? This is your personal soundboard that you have loaded up with Chris Hansen drops?
Yeah.
Who's Brad Westmar? I think that guy needs to be investigated.
Boy, I used to do this to people at home. I had an app of Chris Hansen drops, and I would prank call people and go,
Are you thinking you might want to have sex with me? I'm big.
It's a show.
Did you bring condoms?
Let's see. What's shocking to me is how often it happens. Like, there was a story today in Fox 4 where I'm like, man caught trying to meet girl with condoms. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, good Lord. Will y'all just stop? Didn't you watch the show? Like,
Dude.
please stop being creeps. Good
how
God.
are people so horny?
That too. I'm like, there's like porn on the internet, right? Like,
You have it
just
all.
watch normal adult consenting porn. Like, you don't need to
Never enough.
show up at a park.
He tells the girl that he has a very large penis.
Well, sure.
He pulls a large sexual device out of his pants.
Okay.
What a job.
I
Like,
don't-
that guy had a weird job. And I'm sorry that somebody killed themselves, but it's a great job by Chris Hansen. He did a good job on that show. Good host.
I don't like what this could be.
It takes him a second to get on the stool because he's under 5 feet tall.
Well, see, that guy's just looking for somebody whose body I think like lines up physically. I think that guy's put in a position where he's forced.
You're making me horny.
That guy has to like shop at the junior section. He's like Danny DeVito, you know? Like, look, I want to shop in the normal section. I can't.
I went all the way down here and got to the 29th one, and That doesn't sound like Chris Hansen to me.
You're making me horny.
No, that's
That's
definitely
not
not
him.
Chris Hansen. Okay. That's just somebody putting these up here. What part of the Bible? Okay.
So what part of the Bible tells you to say all this kind of stuff here in the chat? I'd love to suck, play and suck, play with
Like I
and lick
said,
nipples and licking. And you? Where is that in the Bible? Explain that to me.
There's a human part.
Is that
of
the
you
Old
that
Testament or the New
sins.
Testament?
Neither.
Neither testament. All right. Look.
Oh boy.
Why did
All
Chris
right.
Hansen have to go into the Bible? That seems unnecessary.
What a weird show.
Well, I'm going to go drive a record to Fort Worth.
Okay. We'll see you out there. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steve.
That thing got an Emmy?
Steve, I'll see you at the Big Twisters premiere. Red carpet.
I keep seeing the same graphic online where it just says titty twisters, and it's just a bunch of guys that are. It's the same poster, but they're all shirtless and they're pinching each other, and it's like I don't know why it keeps showing up in my feed. The titty twisters poster, but it's all I can think about now. I'm like, all right, I'm like, I can't wait to see titty twisters on Friday. So, yes, I will see you at the big premiere. I'll be there with a tuxedo on.
All right. If I don't go, just let me know.
I'll let you know. By the way, Helen Hunt, solid 8.5 out of 10. White tank top, I'd honk him.
Okay. Honk 'em. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve is something else. Good night. Thank you all for your time. Thank you, Daniel, for your continued support, of course. There we go. And thank you to Steve again. I don't really know.
I'm going to go listen to Fuel by Metallica. I love that song. The last 2.5 minutes are pretty wild.
You're a better man than me.
It's like I know the first minute, but then you get into like minute 2.5 and you're like, I don't remember any of this.
I can't even fake it with Metallica anymore.
Guns N' Roses, I gotta bail. I
That's
can't.
tough,
I
too.
can't hang. This is not my time.
Some of it I'm fine with.
Yeah, no. Amazing. System of a Down really grown on me. I was like, this is pretty intense. I was like, this is pretty damn good, actually.
They're good. They're really good. Did you ever do that?
People tried to get me into it when I was like 15, 16, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna get
And that's
into
fine.
this.
Yeah.
You know, and then you listen to it now and you're like, that's pretty well executed. You're like, that's pretty good stuff.
They're kind of funny too. They had some funny songs.
Yeah.
So,
I like that
I
song,
would
Jay.
encourage you to take a run. I'll tell you which album. I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. Okay, that's enough.
All right.
That's enough. See
I'm
you,
gonna leave
Steve.
the studio. I'm gonna leave it.
And goodbye.